continuing the flood of crossover debuts, the all-new 2019 Subaru Forester was revealed at the New York International Auto Show on Wednesday. Subaru claims that the new Forester has the most spacious cockpit ever, and comes standard with the most technology in its class. Now in its fifth generation, the Forester gets a subtle facelift to bring its design language on par with that of the rest of Subaru's model lineup. More pronounced wheel arches and shoulder lines give the SUV a taller look. Its new LED headlights and taillights are standard on all trims. The Forester's new range of exterior paint colors includes Crimson Red Pearl, Horizon Blue Pearl, and Jasper Green Metallic, complemented by black or silver accents. The all-new Forester Sport trim level comes equipped with unique exterior aesthetic touches and contrasting orange stitching in the cockpit. The 2019 Forester rides on the Subaru Global Platform, which ensures a stronger chassis, less road noise, and a much more comfortable ride. The SGP also contributes to the new Forester's larger stature and increased cabin room, as the crossover's wheelbase is increased slightly to 105.1 inches and has 76.1 cubic feet of cargo space, up 1.4 cubic feet from the previous model. Subaru says the trunk is now wide enough to fit a regular golf bag in completely sideways, but the real question is, how many vape pens can you fit in the back? Every 2019 Forester comes standard with EyeSight Driver Assist technology, Subaru's Driver Assist suite that incorporates Lane Keep Assist, Lane Departure Sway Warning, Lead Vehicle Start Alert, Pre-Collision Throttle Management, and Adaptive Cruise Control into one versatile safety package. The fully loaded Forester Touring trim also comes with Driver Focus, a new system that monitors and takes action to avoid driver distraction and fatigue. Gone is forced induction, as the new Forester features an upgraded 2.5-liter Boxer engine, pumping out 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, 12 more horsepower and 2 pound-feet more torque than the previous year. This naturally aspirated four-cylinder is only available with a 7-speed Lean-Artronic CVT, which features a manual mode with paddle shifters on the Sport and Touring trims. To showcase its outdoorsy personality, the 2019 Forester comes with symmetrical all-wheel drive that transfers power to the wheels with the best grip, paired with active torque vectoring straight out of the WRX Sport sedan. Other notable standard features include Android Auto, Apple CarPlay integration, automatic climate control, auto start-stop, welcome lighting, and a power-locking fuel door. A power panoramic moonroof comes equipped on all trims except the base model.
Tesla Incorporated shares rose on Thursday ahead of the expected release next week of the company's quarterly auto production data, while a senior executive urged workers at the automaker to hit a weekly production target of 2,500 Model 3 sedans by the end of March. Quickly ramping up Model 3 production is crucial for the Silicon Valley electric vehicle maker. The company's profitability depends on delivering the new sedans to customers on a waiting list that Tesla has said now numbers about 500,000 advance reservation holders. Tesla shares recovered to $266.13, up 3%, Thursday after a sell-off prompted by a Moody's debt downgrade and news that safety regulators are investigating a Model X-involved fatality. In an email to employees viewed by Reuters, Tesla Senior Vice President of Engineering Doug Fields wrote that production of Tesla vehicles is well into the 200s on every single line. Field gave reasons why Tesla needs to get to 2,500 vehicles a week, including, there are an incredible number of people who short Tesla stock, which means they profit when we fail. And lately the story is the same, Tesla can't do high-volume production. I find that personally insulting, and you should too. Let's make them regret ever betting against us. The email continued, Tesla must quickly break through the 300 cars day barrier, and keep going. Tesla did not immediately comment on the email, which was previously reported by Bloomberg News. Doubts that Tesla could meet its production targets and concerns about cash reserves were behind Moody's downgrade of Tesla last week. The ratings agency cited the likelihood of a new capital raise, which it estimated at over $2 billion, in part to cover approximately $1.2 billion in convertible bonds coming due by March 2019. The downgrade, together with a fatality involving a Model X that is currently being investigated by safety regulators, sent shares down 12% for the week, even after Thursday's rebound. That made it Tesla's worst week in 9 months. Tesla shares are still above the $255.73 level, the price when Tesla last announced a capital raise in March last year to raise $1.15 billion. Moody's and other analysts have predicted Tesla will soon have to sell more shares to replenish cash reserves and pay for expansion of Model 3 production and new vehicles such as the Tesla semi-electric commercial truck and a compact sport utility vehicle. As of December 31st, Tesla had $3.4 billion in cash and securities. Moody's estimated approximately $500 million in cash was needed for normal operations and forecast cash burn this year of about $2 billion. Beyond the $2 billion that Moody's predicted Tesla would seek in the near term, it said the company would likely need to raise additional capital during the second half of 2019. Chief Executive Elon Musk has promised to build 10,000 Model 3s per week by some point in 2018 after meeting a 5,000 per week target by the end of the second quarter. Tesla built only 2,425 Model 3s in its fourth quarter. Barclays analyst Brian Johnson warned in a note to investors on Thursday that Tesla could engage in a Model 3 burst rate of production that could send shares up, but would not be sustainable.
Subaru just took the wraps off the all-new 2019 Forester at the New York Auto Show. For the most part, it's bigger, safer, and better in almost every way. Squint just right, and you might be able to tell this new 5th-generation Forester from the 4th-gen it replaces. Subaru has opted for evolution rather than revolution throughout this vehicle. The biggest change most people will notice is the additional 1.4 inches of legroom in the back seat, turning what was once a cramped perch into one that's now more spacious than the Outback's, or that of many luxury cars. The wheelbase has also been stretched by 1.2 inches, which helps facilitate the more spacious interior. This new Forester will also be stiffer than the outgoing model, resulting in decreased noise, improved ride quality, and sharper handling. That's because it's built on a stretched version of the same modular Subaru Global platform that also underpins the new Crosstrek and Ascent. It has the same impressive 8.7 inches of ground clearance as other Subarus, the same all-wheel drive system, and the same continuously variable transmission. The only engine option will be an updated, direct injection version of the 2.5-liter flat-four that gains 12 horsepower and 2 pound-feet for a total of 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, a modest, but welcome boost. Buyers are likely to notice the increase in standard equipment levels. All trim levels of the Forester now have LED headlights, semi-autonomous safety features, and programmable driving modes that alter throttle response and transmission settings to maximize either fuel efficiency or a responsive driving experience. Higher trim levels benefit from roof rails, a moonroof that extends over the rear seats, leather seats, and unique interior and exterior trim pieces. Headlining the options list is a new and novel technology Subaru has dubbed Driver Focus, which can identify the faces of different drivers, and remember their preferences for seat and mirror positions, and climate control settings. Driver Focus also works to monitor whether or not the driver is paying attention to the road, and will alert them if their attention wavers. That feature will likely prove popular with parents of teenagers, as it could work to help prevent texting while driving. Subaru likes to call the Forester an SUV, but with the same platform and transmission as the Crosstrek hatch, and a similar motor and transmission to the Outback, as well as prices for the three that overlap depending on spec levels, it can be hard to tell where each falls within the brand's lineup. The compact Crosstrek, mid-size Forester, and larger Outback, as well as the new 8-seat Ascent, are all unibody, AWD crossovers, rather than body-on-frame, four-wheel drive SUVs. Pick the one that suits your budget, and is sized appropriately for the number of dogs, or human offspring you wish to carry. The range offers effectively identical experiences beyond those two factors. And that leads us to our biggest criticism of the new Forester in particular, and Subaru's newly expanded range of crossovers in general. They lack enthusiast-oriented options. The 4th-gen Forester was available in an XT trim level that offered a powerful, turbocharged motor, tight suspension, and a manual transmission. It was still practical, but also super fun to drive. This new Forester has no such option. And that's a shame. The same company that makes the bonkers WRX STI, and the sweet-handling BRZ, has now built a wall between driving experience and utility. That's not to say that the Forester won't remain a wonderfully practical option for many drivers. Where other brands focus on headline horsepower figures and aggressive styling, Subaru does an outstanding job with practical, but less sexy features. The unfashionably tall glasshouse on the new Forester should result in excellent outwards vision for the driver and all their passengers. The flat-4 engine helps there too, reducing the height of the hood for better forwards visibility, while lowering the center of gravity to improve handling. They've even managed to make the CVT work pretty well in their latest cars. And, of course, you can't buy a safer car.